Could you possibly take that off, because I can't hear you.
How's the storm impacting the spread of the coronavirus? We know the National Guard was deployed to help with the pandemic, but now they're redeployed for this.
Well, they're doing a very good job down here with respect to that, and even pre-storm, but I'll ask John Bell to say a few words about that, John.
Well, thank you. Obviously, we didn't like losing much of this past week with our community-based testing. We're still reporting more than 10,000 tests a day, but on Monday we will resume our community and surge testing across the state of Louisiana using the National Guard. Of course, our hospitals and clinics continue to test every single day, but we don't like not testing. We're going to turn that back on Monday, which is why we have all 6,200 National Guardsmen mobilized today, is because they're doing the cleanup, they're cutting the trees down, they're distributing food and water and ice and tarps. They're managing warehouses, they're delivering generators, and on Monday they're going to start testing as well. So I appreciate the question, but we're going to get right back on.
Mr. President, why is your administration turning on the EPA air monitors to check for toxic chemicals coming from some of the refineries and chemical plants around here?
Chad, do you want to answer that question?
Is that something that you're tracking?
I don't know the answer to that. I can get you the answer on what we're doing locally.
I can tell you that we had the EPA on the ground on Friday. It might have been Thursday. I lose track of time. They've been on the ground with DEQ in the Lake Charles, West Lake Sulphur area monitoring for air quality. So they've been here since the day the storm hit. I'm quite certain of that.
Do you think they're becoming more frequent because of climate change and Governor Augustine?
You're going to have to take it. Go ahead, just take it over.
Do you think storms like this are becoming more frequent because of climate change? I'm the same question for you.
Well, that was the question I asked these folks. Are the storms more frequent? Are they bigger? Now, in all fairness, you probably had your biggest storms. I think you said your biggest one was in the 1800s, but who knows? Who knows? It might have been a very small storm by comparison, right? There's no way of really understanding that or knowing that. But look, the area's been a storm area. There are tremendous advantages to being here. People love it. That's why they would never leave. They wouldn't even think about leaving. One thing I've met a lot of people, not one person would even think about it. I think if they ever even suggested it, that would be the end of them, right? So this is home. This is home. John, would you like to answer that question? They're talking about the storms and frequency. Do you see a difference?
Well, let me first ask for cooperation with the press. I know it wasn't a 20-foot storm surge, but 9 feet isn't shot little. It did an extraordinary amount of damage. Still fly over an elephant, and it wasn't just wind damage. 9 feet is devastating. And I flew over yesterday in Lake Charles. There may be a structure or two that won't get damaged, but I haven't seen it. This thing was 600 miles wide. Katrina was 400 miles wide. We're thankful we didn't get a 20-foot storm surge. But imagine 9 feet of water coming through that door right now. We're all dead. And that's what came through. And it's not just Lake Charles and south of here. It goes all the way up, north of here, bends over across the state. Hits just about every one of our congressional districts. So this was, you know, Katrina, people heard more about it because the levees broke. But this is as bad as I've ever seen it, folks. Mr. President.
And I have heard that if the path was different, we got lucky in a sense. Maybe not for the people in the way, but frankly, we got a little bit lucky. If the path were over a little bit more one way or the other, this could have been by far the worst storm, the worst hurricane you've ever had.
If the eye had passed on the west side of the Calcasieu Ship Channel, the southerly wind would have blown all the water up. It stayed on the east side.
Yeah.
And so you had east winds, west winds, and north winds working rather than south winds.
Got a little bit lucky. That's what I've heard from some people. Thank you all very much. We'll be making another stop soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. It's great.
I have something for you. I'm going to try to get this to John.
Okay.
I don't want to bother you with it. It's just a little takeaway.
You give it to me. Here, give it to me. I'll give it to my guy.
Mr. President, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is great.
Yeah, let me have a pen. Hey, could I have a pen, Johnny? Give me a few minutes.
Come on.
Here, come on over here. He looks like a good man. What's his name?
Sheriff.
Come here. Come here. Come here, pal. Let's get over here. I want a little power.
We gotta just keep a little, yeah.
The president asked for it.
I want them over here. These are the guys. Here, sell this tonight on eBay. You'll get 10,000.
If you will, just try to keep the distance. You know, just
Put your mask on for me, guys.
Who's going to get this one? Sell it tonight on eBay.